All right, everybody, welcome to NorCal Sports Network. And this is the same hat that Brock Purdy's dad wears. Chat loves it when Marty Lurie comes on.
Anytime you lose a game this time of year, when you can't go backwards, it's a problem.
All right, everybody, welcome on in.
I never saw
NorCal Sports Network. Giants, big win today, 4-2. Comeback late in the game, and the Giants pull it off. We'll break it all down for you. First, let us thank our sponsor of the show. That would be Chapman Law Group. Chapman Law Group, located in Marin, licensed in all of California. Give Chapman Law Group a call for all your legal needs. 415-613-9483. You got a personal injury situation at work, in a car accident, whatever it is, give Chapman Law Group a call. Let them know NorCal Sports Network sent you. Call's free. Consultation's free. Make sure you give them a call. And that moved over to Flex Funding. And there we go, Chapman Law Group. All right, guys, give them a call. All right, everybody, let me get the band off, see what I'm doing here. Okay. We're off and running, and the Giants, remarkable, they do this. They go 0-6, and I said, what did I say last week? I said, watch them go like 5-1 on the road trip. They came close, 4-2, and unfortunately, I got my new razor today, Lou. I used I got the real
looks good. I'm getting my haircut tomorrow. Looks good.
Yeah, man. I just took the little thing and it just feels good too without the hat, man. Encarnacion, rough day in that he homers. He's looking pretty clean, good, like really good. He's hitting the ball with authority. And wouldn't you know it, the poor guy gets hurt, and he's probably out for at least a month.
Yeah, trying to get to first base.
Yeah,
right?
hustling.
When you hit the base, you can tell hustling. Yeah.
We'll get into that, Johnny, about the Mets possibly collapsing over the Padres. The Mets don't have the pitching, but the Padres have. The Mets don't really have any starters. Johnny says, Danny got hurt again. Did you not see that, Johnny? Yeah, he's out. It's a good month the way that one looked, and I wouldn't be surprised if
he's done for the season, I believe.
I wouldn't be surprised if he's out for the season with that one. That one looked like a pretty severe hammy.
Pop.
Yeah. I feel bad for the guy. He hurts his hand in spring training, finally gets well, has a great attitude about it. Then he gets an oblique, and then he works through that, and then he comes back, and then, Senior says Luciano not in the starting lineup tonight. Interesting. I don't know why they wouldn't play Luciano. The Giants don't even have a game tomorrow. So, and they're in Sac. So you play tonight on Wednesday. You drive down tomorrow, Thursday. I'm not so sure. But I wouldn't mind seeing Luciano get a crack. Give Luciano a shot at this versus maybe they're trying to look for power. Gerard has some power. Yeah, Johnny, that's what we're saying. His hammy looks like it might be a serious hammy. That when you see it like that, it probably popped. That's one that's, to me, for if he's ever going to be right, that's a minimum of 6 weeks. And how many weeks do we got left in the season? Maybe 7 or 8. Let's count it. Let's count look at the schedule. The Giants starting next week, we'll count the weeks. They've got one from Sunday. They got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, just over 6 weeks before the season ends, everybody. You got next week, starting Sunday to Sunday. That's 1, 2, 3. Oh, wait. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, I guess it's technically the last. It's the start of the 7th week against Colorado, the last game of the season. So you're down to 6.5 weeks, I guess, if I'm doing that right. Wait a minute. Maybe I did the wrong one. Oh, I think I did. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 weeks. Sorry, guys. 7 full weeks. 7 full weeks in the season. We'll see. We'll see. So, but the Giants, Lou, pulled it out late. I'll tell you, I'm going to give you my players of the game right now. You ready for it?
Sure.
Okay, Dom Smith. The guy didn't even play until the end of the game. Comes up with the key hit to tie the game.
On an 0-2 pitch, by the way.
On an 0-2 pitch. Then makes a great diving play to end the game. I think it was to end the game. And he just keeps hitting. 11-game hitting streak, guys, for Dom Smith. 11.
Hardest way to do it when you pinch hit. It's your only shot to keep it going.
All right, my second player of the game is Patrick Bailey. He didn't start either. Comes off the bench, goes 2 for 2, drives in a run. I believe, wasn't he the go-ahead run, the winning run? Let me look at that. It's been so long, the day, it feels like a game ended like 12 hours ago. In the 8th inning, the Giants tied it on Chapman's sac fly in the 8th. Then Schmidt ended the inning, but he hit it deep right center. And that was a blast that didn't get out, got caught. But in the 9th inning, the Giants scored 2 runs. McRae flies out to center, then Lee doubles to right. And then Smith comes up and doubles with an 0-2 count. Lee scores, and Bailey knocks in the next run. That was it. Yeah, Smith hit the winning run. And so I've got, and my third star, Lou, is I said 2 was Bailey. I'm going to give it to, I could go pitching, but I'm going to go in Palacion because he hit the home run that got him on the board. And then he hustled for the team, and he looks like, he just came up short, but he's probably, out for the season, if not pretty close to the season. So I'm going to go 1 is who did I? Smith. Yeah, Smith. Smith 1, Bailey 2, and Encarnacion 3. Who do you got?
Well, definitely Dom Smith is definitely my number 1 star. Number 2, it's a little bit different. I'm going to give it to Walker. I thought that was a gut check time, huge strikeout with the bases loaded against a primetime player, high strikeout. And then I'm going to give my 3rd star to Rodriguez. Real nice. That 8th inning could have got very hectic. But I thought, hey, it was a team win. I think the one negative, again, is going into the 8th inning against a lefty. They had 2 hits. That's it. 2 hits. They got 5 after the guy got out. And against lefties, against better teams, you can't do that. One was a single, and then, of course, the home run by the big man. So the Giants still have a problem against lefties. I don't know what they're going to do. The other thing I saw today And Dan, we were sort of texting, is they're not going to let Devers beat you anymore. They were pitching around Devers again. And in crucial situations, I don't think anybody has faith in Adames and Chapman beating them. So why go to Devers where he's sort of intimidating batting? They basically walked him. It didn't matter. And I think it's going to be what Dan said as soon as probably a month ago. We're going to see it the rest of the season. Until these other guys can come through. And, I will give Chapman a little break. I don't know if that ball was going out. I love our announcer said it's because of the wind. It wasn't like it was windy. It was a slider that was out, but he made contact and he got the sacrifice fly and it tied the game. So it was a huge moment because, most of the time Chapman doesn't come through like that. That's why if you just make contact and put the ball in play, good things happen. But I am a little bit worried that I saw Pittsburgh's doing it with Devers. And I think it's going to be the start of, tell you the truth, the rest of the season with Devers. Yeah. They're going to pitch around because nobody has faith in these guys behind them.
Well, yeah, you got Adames and Chapman right behind him. I think what you got to do to fix this lineup is you're going to have to put somebody who's maybe you just pick the hottest bat that's in the lineup to sit behind Devers. If Devers is, I think ideally the lineup should look something like this. If you want to go Ramos 1, Lee 2, 3. Who's a right-handed batter that hits consistently at 3?
I don't know. Maybe do someone that makes contact like a Koss. I just don't know. There's really nobody.
I don't know. Maybe you have to go Adames, then you go Devers 4, and then maybe you put Schmidt 5, and then Dom Smith 6, Chapman 7, something like that. Jim says, did we fill all the squares? Yeah, we did the giveaway 2 weeks ago, Jim. I don't know if that's if you're serious or not, but yeah, that's giveaway was done a couple weeks ago. Yeah, we have a winner. Anthony Millard says, I've been saying for weeks that our teams are pitching around Devers because he's no one in front of him or behind. Yeah, this is what we've been talking about from the beginning of this deal, is that who's going to be in front of him. You got to get Chapman out of that 4-hole. You just got to. I mean, he came up with the sac fly today, but, had Chapman literally gone with the pitch that was on the outside, he would have knocked it out of the park. Instead, he pulled it. It was a deep fly, but he's trying to pull everything. Yeah. Notice the next batter, Schmidt, drilled one to right center. I mean, Chapman's ball would have been gone if he would have just went with the pitch.
Correct. I was going to bring that up. Great call there.
He's too pull happy. Yeah, we did see the prospects last night. You had the pitcher Tidwell, and then Drew Gilbert walked it off with a double to the warning track off the wall, and so yeah, we'll see. Hey, let me get. Hold on here. Let me see. Copy. Go ahead, Lou.
Just thought that was something. And then now the Giants are sort of in a situation. They didn't wave the white flag, but you come off a pretty good road trip of 4-2. Okay. You're still 5-6 behind. They got to decide, what are they going to do? Play the youth and think of 2026? Or are you going to play the veterans and give it your best shot? And I think we're going to see on Friday night, I'm not even sure if I'm saying his name right, but K-Wei Tang or whatever his name is. I would not. He's pitching Friday night. I wouldn't start him. Why? Because he stinks. Okay. He's the
Lou,
shit.
how do you feel about him?
He's horrible. I mean, it's not even wiffle ball. It's just here, hit me. And, you got to remember, it's a Friday night game. It's a late start. Giants don't score on Friday night. They could be down 4-0 before they even get it. If the Giants are serious, they have the day off tomorrow. Move your pitchers up. I don't even want to see this guy. And the Giants got to decide, if I were the Giants and I'm serious, you have San Diego for 3, and then you got a big 4-game road trip down in San Diego at the end of the month. It's so big that Dan and I am going to be there. I would play the veterans, try to do the best with your pitching staff. And if you're not within 5 games after the San Diego series on the road, then don't worry about the veterans, play all the youth. You still got a whole month. But you're sort of in a tricky situation here. You don't want to tell your fans we're not trying, but you also want the place to be filled. It's a very, very tough situation. The other thing is, you got to remember, our bullpen, as Dan points out, Rodriguez can't go back-to-back nights. So if he pitches Friday, that means he can't pitch Saturday. We have a problem with our starting pen. So, it's a very tricky situation. I don't know what the Giants are going to do, because I think when we did the trade deadline, Dan warned us, watch the Giants tease us and win a couple. Well, the one game over 500, we're still in August. You definitely have a chance to beat Washington, right? At least take 2 out of 3 at home. Then you have San Diego, which are huge games. Huge. So, you got to decide before you go on a pretty tough road trip. And I would do whatever it takes to try to win as many games until the San Diego series in 2 weeks, Dan. That's just me being a fan. I don't know what they're going to do, but I can't start our boy KWT on Friday.
I just looked up at the game. Hey, I got good news for you, Lou.
Yeah,
I looked at the rotation on the 21st. Guess who we get to see pitch?
Oh, KWT again?
Yeah, Kaiway Teng. No, I'm kidding. Wouldn't that be something? That would be brutal.
God, I'd bet San Diego.
See. How's this going to go? Webb pitched yesterday, so he's going to go 1, 2, 3.
I have
he's
Webb
going to go Monday.
First night. Yeah, Monday.
First night against San Diego, and then you got Ray.
Yep.
And then Kaiway Teng's going to go
again on Wednesday.
Oh, gosh. Okay.
So why not move Wisenhunt up since you had the day off?
Who pitches Saturday? Wisenhunt?
Wisenhunt.
And then Verlander?
Yeah, I'd move everybody up.
Okay.
You got to try to sweep all 3 of these games.
Wisenhunt, Verlander. Who's after Verlander?
Webb.
Oh, shoot. They're not going to pitch Webb in last game against Tampa. That means Ray. Who's after Ray? Kaiway Teng.
Teng again.
And then who?
And then Wisenhunt.
And then Verlander. Oh, we're scheduled Verlander the 21st. This is shaping up for a Verlander. Oh, my gosh. Well, we might see some launch pads that day.
Yeah. But you know what I mean? You got to be serious. This is a game you should win on Friday night. Washington is suffering. Their best pitcher just pitched. You got to take advantage of the situation. You have the day off. You're going to be back home. You got to win. And, with KTW, he's not good. He's not good. If you look, he got pounded last time. He got pounded in the in AAA. If you're doing that, then you know what? You're throwing up the season.
Giovanni Lou never said sit Webb the rest of the season. He said if they're out of the race, if they get knocked, if they become toward the end of the season and they're not in the race.
You said the same thing last week, Giovanni. You didn't listen. I'm saying when they're officially eliminated. That could be 2 weeks. The problem with Webb is, why pitch Webb this if they're eliminated? He's only going 5-6 innings. He wants that 200 innings. You got to do what's best for the team. If they're eliminated, do what you want, Webb. But, I'm just telling you, that's what it is.
Giovanni always does this. He says, I say certain things that I never say. He takes everything out of context. Come on, Giovanni. You're supposed to be I thought you were a bright, strong, character guy. Come on, you gotta listen. You gotta comprehension. You got to get your comprehension skills down. Rob says, my crazy prediction, Mason Black comes up Friday. So you think Kaiwei Tang is on the highway back to Sacramento? We could be right. We'll see. I don't particularly want to see him either, Lou.
No, I mean, I'm just looking at the schedule. You know, we have 3 at home against Washington, 3 against San Diego, 3 against Tampa Bay. San Diego and Tampa Bay can hit, and they also have decent pitching.
This is the biggest homestand of the year, 9-game homestand. You got 3 teams. Lou, if they can somehow pull off a 7-2,
7-2,
or even if they even do something wild and go 8-1,
yeah,
you got the city alive again. You got them, teasing again because
look where they go then. Then they go to San Diego and they go to Milwaukee, and Milwaukee's a machine.
Yeah, they go 7-2, something like that. Which you every team's capable of a 7-2 homestand. Okay, what I'm shocked this is what they did 0-6. If they lose this thing, somehow crawl back and they lose within 2 to 3 games, you'll have no one to blame but yourself for that one horrific homestand of losing 6 straight to the Pirates and the Mets. That would be brutal. So I kind of like, I looking here at the standings, Lou, everything's finished except, hold on. Did everything finish today? Did we finish the San Diego, Arizona game, or is that still going?
No, it's still going. 2-1, okay. Bottom of the 7th. And then, Dan, you got to remember, I can't remember the last time at Oracle. I don't even think SBC. They've lost 8 straight at home, the Giants.
Is it 8 straight?
Yeah, they lost the 2 against the Dodgers, and they got swept on the homestand, the recent one. So you can't lose Friday night. That's 9 straight home losses. It's,
wow.
Just something I want to bring up. And, I think it's important because after this homestand, it is brutal. You go to San Diego, which is going to be a nut house. Me and Dan might need security. That's how crazy it's going to be. Then you go to Milwaukee. And Milwaukee right now is the best team in the National League. Then you come home for the Cubs, where the Cubs might need those games.
Wow.
Yeah.
So I'm just looking here at
look at if the Padres somehow win tonight, Dan, they're only 2 back of the Dodgers. Is it 2 or 3? That's it. So
the Dodgers lost today.
Yep. The Cardinals
right
won
now
twice.
They trail by 2.5, so it would be 2.
2.
It's going to be 2 or 3 by the end of the night. It is 2-1, so the Padres have 6 outs left. We'll bring that to you as things happen here. We're going to get pretty much into scoreboard watching here in the next few weeks. I think September rolls around, you start looking at the scoreboard.
I think you have to.
Yeah, somebody said, the kid Mizorowski, he is hurt. It's an ankle. He'll be fine. That's what I'm hearing. Just wasn't ready to come off. Thought he wouldn't even need to go on the IL, they thought. But
but they have 2 other studs. And they hit. They're like, if you guys have been looking at Milwaukee, it's like 8 runs, 16 hits, 7 runs, 15 hits. It's amazing.
Yeah. Dan, did I miss my medication today? Did I miss something? Did I miss my medication? Did I forget something? Maybe I said something wrong. I don't know. I know I'm tired right now. I didn't sleep the greatest last night, but okay. Hold on here as we look. Oh, by the way, a little Boston Red Sox, Jordan Hicks, reading some comments that were sent to me from some guys in the chat. Boston is going nuts. He says, we have 2 more years of Jordan Hicks. The next guy, Jordan Hicks does not deserve a spot on the Red Sox. He is awful. Next guy, can we please bring back public stoning as an acceptable punishment for Jordan Hicks? Next guy, send Jordan Hicks to Afghanistan. I hope this is Craig Breslow every time he sees Jordan Hicks pitch. One of the worst acquisitions in Red Sox history. Jordan Hicks, did he melt down tonight?
He came in and got hit again. I think gave up 2 or 3 runs again in like a 2/3 of an inning.
Oh, he's horrible. He's horrible. Let's see. Did the Red Sox end up?
They lost because I have Toronto to win the division, so I looked at it.
Red Sox lost 7-3.
Take a look at the box score.
Let's see what the box score looks like.
I think he came in like the 6th.
Okay, in the 7th inning, it was 3-2 Kansas City, and Jordan Hicks came in and pitched the 7th. Let's see, 3. Yes, that's 5. 6. He pitched the 7th, 1 inning, 3 hits, 3 runs, 3 earned runs, 1 strikeout, 1 long ball. Jordan Hicks, your favorite.
Shocker. Shocking.
Yeah. Man, the Giants got rid of some dog meat when you look at Hicks and then you look at kind of Duvall imploding out there. And hey, Tyler Rogers got lit up last night and gave up a run, gave up 3 hits and hit a batter.
The Mets are 1-8. I mean, New York talk show hosts are going crazy because the Yankees are. I mean, if you look at the Yankees, they finally won today after losing 5 straight, but they're out of the wild card. And then the Mets are, and I think the Mets are 1-9 in their last 10.
Mets are 2-8.
2-8.
And the Philadelphia Phillies lost today, and they're 2.5 up on the Mets because the Mets have lost 4 in a row. Atlanta's done. Washington will be in town. They're obviously done. The Mets are only got a 5-game lead on the Giants, but this is where losing to them 4 out of 6, if it comes down to a tiebreaker, they don't play off the tie anymore for the wild card. They go by season head-to-head is the first thing they look at. So they're really 6 behind the Mets if you want to calculate that. And we haven't finished any series yet with San Diego, but they did. Let me look at the wild card again. And right after this, I will bring Dallas in. He's in the green room. He's wearing my hat. Cubs, we haven't finished the season with the Cubs yet. So that's going to be some interesting.
3 here.
Yep. And we welcome in Dallas to the stage. Welcome on in, Dallas.
Hello, howdy. How's it going?
It's going good. Big win today. I don't know if you were in the green room or in the chat when we did our players of the game. Did you hear ours?
Yeah, I listened to the whole thing.
Okay, who's your 3 players of the game? You might have somebody different.
Well, it's hard not to go with Dom Smith. I mean, he got the winning hit, and he made that last play of the game in the 9th inning and made a great stab at that one.
Yeah.
And they got the out. So, got to go Dom Smith. I don't know if anyone picked Robbie Ray. Did you pick him, Lou?
No.
I'll go Ray then.
Okay.
6 innings. He had to work for it tonight. It wasn't coming easy, but the guy's just a pro and gets the job done. And so we'll go with him.
Give it to the
and then,
man.
Yeah, they had the grunts really mic'd up too on the broadcast. So
well, I got to give both the Pirates and the Giants credit for I mean, you're out there playing. It feels like it's, winter senior league softball game when nobody's at the ballpark. I mean, it's completely empty. We know it's like playing in front of a full crowd in the Big Apple. To go out there and you still got to perform, and with nobody really there, and you see the panning of the stands, and people are just kind of
there's no one there.
like,
but man, they have a beautiful stadium. I mean, during a day game, it just looks really nice there.
12,129.
Terrible.
Yeah. And then number 3, we'll go with Gerard Encarnacion.
Okay.
Pour one out for the hammy.
Yeah.
Boy, I mean, he came in and hit 2 bombs. I mean, how far did that one go today?
442.
Jeez.
442. Yeah, I was listening to the Giants broadcast, and I was trying my hardest to listen to it, but when Pence got all giddy over the 442, 442, oh, I just said, enough. Going to Pittsburgh.
Was watching it with my dad, and he said, he's like, man, this Pence is tough to listen to. He's like, they gotta bring in Javi.
Yeah, bring in a baseball. I mean, look, Pence has great baseball knowledge, and he's really not bad at all when you put him on the Apple game of the week, the Friday night game. But you get him with the Giants broadcast, and it's even worse with Fleming, because it's almost like they're 2 kids egging each other on.
Yeah, they get giddy.
They get too giddy. I mean, come on, give me sound analytical baseball. I don't want to hear just the rah-rah and the, oh gosh. I think Anthony puts it really well. Just corny. It's corny. It's just not Major League Baseball. It's what you would expect maybe down at San Jose or something like that.
That's why I listen on the radio a lot.
I do too.
Yeah.
So facing the lefty, the Giants kind of did what they had to do, which is, I mean, they got the guy to throw 76 pitches in 4 2/3, get him out of the game, get these right-handed bullpen guys coming in, and then they have at least a shot to do something. So I don't know. I guess he doesn't normally go deep in games. I didn't know why they took him out after 76 pitches.
Yeah, I guess not. I guess they don't like him to go through the lineup a third time. But Aaron says Pence should do the Little League World Series, and I did listen to the Bucks. I thought they were kind of boring too. Their play-by-play guy, really boring. It's just like he's no excitement, no voice fluctuation. It's just kind of like monotone. And I'm like, this isn't that great, but it's like, especially after listening to the Mets broadcasters over the weekend, I was like, wow, that's a treat. But yeah, so that is very true, Les. They were kind of boring. It's kind of tough when you got to choose between boring and corny. And I don't like to, I mean, like I said, I'm a big fan of Hunter Pence as a person, as a ball player. I mean, I love the guy, and I think he's a first class dude that the Giants are lucky to have him kind of want to hang around as a Giant, but I don't even know if it's his fault. I think he's pushed to be corny by management of the Giants. I really do. I think that is why he has the job. He's like, just ham it up. Everybody loves your quirkiness, and he doesn't, and it just doesn't come across as. And then Dave Fleming's a tremendous announcer nationally and a tremendous baseball announcer. I would put him right in the top 10 of nationally of all teams when you just listen to him. I mean, if you listen to that home run he did in the World Series last year with Freddie Freeman, I don't know if you guys heard that, but he was doing the international broadcast. That was a hell of a call. And just and he does good calls for the Giants when they hit home runs, but just tone. And I think he's getting a little better, I would say, on the calls that are, he's not egregiously carrying on about balls and strikes lately that I know of. So anyway, that's my only critique. That's my only critique of Fleming.
And on that inside the park home run call, he nailed it.
Yeah, he did.
It was a perfect
We've
call.
now seen everything.
Yeah.
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 And,
no, he's class.
And everyone knows he nailed it. And so they use that clip now on all the promos and stuff. And in between the innings, you always hear that call. It was
I like Dave.
Great one.
Dave is he's a class guy, and he's a good Giants fan. But just stick to the balls and strikes and the commentary of the game. Yeah, Philip likes Estes and Lopez. Yeah, me too. I think they're great on the broadcast. I think the radio guys,
both of them, yeah.
The radio guys for today were Joe Rizzo and
FP.
But FP, FP's a little.
He's longer, but
yeah.
Rizzo's pretty good. I think he's really good for the radio. He really keeps you involved. He does it. He doesn't talk to you like you're an idiot. He explains it really well. I think he's pretty good for the radio.
He's good.
And they have
better. A pretty good rapport, FP and Joe. They do a pretty good job. I don't mind listening to those.
Yeah, I was
when they're on the road.
I was in the booth in the press box with both of them in the spring training a couple years back. And FP was actually just learning. He was getting tips from Rizzo on how to call a game and what to look for, and so yeah. I mean, he's pretty new at it. So, and Rizzo's the guy that's been doing San Jose. Who is he doing Sacramento now too, or who's doing Sacramento?
No, he's still doing San Jose when he's not doing the Giants.
Giants number 1 pick, Colleen, was up in San Jose today. Nice. I did not see that. Oh, that's what I said, Johnny. I've been saying that all along. Pence is not, he's being told what to do. And that's why they have him. They used to have Javi and Sean Estes do all the road games, and they split the duties. And then Pence came in, and they basically barely give us Estes any time. He's more studio now. And Estes, I thought, was a really good commentator. And they wanted Hunter to be a cheerleader. And that's why that's what his role is. And
plus they're kind of cheap. It's a money saving thing. If you're going to sign somebody to do your games, if you're going to sign them for the season or whatever, then you got to cut a pretty big check. But if you say, hey, can you do 12 games for us, road games, fill in for, when John Miller's not going to be traveling, they say, sure. Yeah. Get some experience.
Yeah.
And then they can save some dough.
Boy, for the Giants broadcasters, when you think about their broadcasters, you talk about a crew that is, cut down on a lot of their road games. I mean, Kruko doesn't travel at all.
Doesn't travel at all. Kipe does not go off the West Coast.
Yeah, and now he's not going off the West Coast.
And then John Miller, they give they only have him 60% of the time or whatever.
Yeah, so you got all these different.
I tried to say it. They've gotten old. They got to get younger.
Well,
and we got to appreciate they're here for so long. You know what I mean?
I don't think we want to listen to FP on the radio, do we? Or on the TV for
no.
Yeah.
It's a money thing too, though. Like John Miller, I've heard him complain that he doesn't get to work enough games. Like he would prefer to do more, but they say, no, we'll just have you do do 100 games. And
Larry being cheap.
Yeah, Larry Bear. I think, yeah, I agree with Harish 71. Glenn Kuiper would be nice to listen to. You know, he's a professional announcer and done it for many, many years. And I would like to hear his voice calling Giants games. Hopefully that might.
He's working his way back, you know.
What's going on with KNBR, guys? I heard KNBR, they have a place on the first, like on the, not the club level.
Down in the tunnels by the press room and stuff.
In the first level.
Yes.
Yeah.
When you're in the club level and you're leaving and you're walking through the hallways, you can walk by the KNBR bunker down there.
The bunker's been there, I thought, since day one. But
you're talking on the lower deck, right?
Yeah, the lower level.
Yeah. I think that's where Aaron met. I think that's where Aaron met Glenn and delivered some cookies in that bunker. I believe, if I'm not bunker. Is that where you met Glenn, Aaron? But anyway, they got rid of it.
Club. That's right, Aaron.
Giants
by loose seats. They're by loose seats.
Field club. Thank you. Yeah, because when you say club level, that throws me off.
Field club.
Yeah, field club. The Giants kicked out KNBR last week. They're done. What's going on? Is there? Are we getting ready to? Are the Giants? I mean, KNBR pays the Giants a huge amount of money for that.
They just
contract.
signed a 4-year extension, so I think it's probably something where the I don't know, maybe they're fighting or something, and they decided to kick him out, or I'm not exactly sure, but I know that they were talking about it on the radio the first day, and Cope's what's his name on the Dirty Work, he had this tirade about them getting kicked out. The next day, some caller asked about it. He says, "I'm not allowed to talk about it."
Oh, got reprimanded.
Yeah. So some drama is going on there, and either it's they're using that space for something else, or I don't know. But now that they're down in Daly City, it was nice for them to have a place from the ballpark that they can broadcast. You know, they have a foothold at the ballpark, and if they don't have that anymore, it makes it tough for them. I think.
And that bunker, like I said, hasn't been used for I don't know how many years. But yeah, KNBR is sort of fading. I mean, the Dirty Work is okay, but now that Papa, in case you guys didn't hear, the great Papa's got cancer. Who knows? They've sort of lost talent. Tolbert's no longer there. I mean, at night they have Larry Krueger, but they really don't even have a talk show. I mean, Bill Lasky's only doing it because he's a former Giant, and a lot of people are doing more here in podcasts. If you want the honest thing, you just go on NorCal Sports Network and listen. It's just become different, and, they have a lot of competition, with the game. The game's got the Warriors, the Giant, KNBR doesn't. The game does the Valkyries, KNBR doesn't. And when the Giants are done, who do they have?
That's a good station. Why does 95.7? It's amazing. I was traveling up through Highway 5. Where Highway 5 connects to like
Fresno?
No, where you're gonna what is that? 680, 580, when you're gonna head over to through Livermore and all that.
Pleasanton, yeah, that's 580. It connects 580.
580. Yeah. You can't even get the game.
No, KNBR, because they don't have the big broadcast.
It doesn't have range.
They've gone down.
Has no range, and I'm like, doggone it, I can't even listen to the Warrior game. That was the beauty of traveling Highway 5. You could pick up a Giants game as soon as it got dark. You could be in Bakersfield and hear the game clearly.
Oh, sure. I mean, you could get the game. You could get KNBR in Hawaii sometimes, in Montana. Yeah.
Remember, it was 10,000 volts. KNBR
50,000 watts.
50,000 watts. Sorry, yeah.
10,000 volts.
Whatever it was. Now you can't hear anything. It sucks.
Just touch the hot voltage wire. I'm fried. Oh boy. I'm gonna pull up we're going to the ninth inning. Padres have their last chance here against Arizona. Arizona does not really have a true bona fide closer, which Shelby Miller was dealt to Milwaukee. So let's see who's on the mound.
It's already tied, Dan. Are you sure? It's 2-2.
I'm turning it on right now.
It's the first pitch of the ninth.
There it is.
O'Hearn. First pitch.
Well, there's a nice trade.
They got him in the trade.
See, when you don't have a closer, who's the lefty for the D-backs? Let's see who this guy is. Is that Manaply? Who is it? No,
Mahorn.
Bacchus. Bacchus. Wait a minute. No.
Here,
no, he hasn't
see if you
pitched.
can hear this one.
No, this.
KNBR 68, the Giants.
I don't think it's Bacchus unless he's back out there again. Oh, it is. It is Bacchus. Yeah. Yeah,
The
Bacchus.
lefty, yeah.
Horrible. Okay.
Again, I don't like what they did with Bacchus because they pitched him in the 8th. Now you come back and bring him in the 9th.
Yeah, they're shorthanded. Oh, hey, DeScalfani went tonight, 4 1/3.
He pitched pretty good. He had the slow curveball going.
Okay, so Bogarts is up. He's got a 3-1 count. Yep, there it is. Breaking news, everybody. Hate to tell you all about this, but NorCal Sports Network is moving into the Oracle Park bunker. There's a drive into left field. Is it going to get down? It does. It goes to the wall. Bogarts is heading for second. He's in there with a stand-up double. Nobody out. Do you bunt the next guy?
Cronenworth, he can bunt him over.
Do you play small ball? And
Aaron, how are the cookies? It's the summer. My God, Buster needs a cookie. I need a cookie. Maybe Dan.
I need more than a cookie. I need several cookies.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was at the old Chili's tonight. The smash burger on the big 3 for me. Do you guys have that deal up there?
Three for $25. You
no,
get 2 entrees and 2.
Wait a minute.
Oh no, that's Applebee's for us.
Yeah. That's 2. You get 2 people for $25.99 with Applebee's. Yeah. At Chili's, you get 3 for $10.99 or $12.99, depending on which part of the menu. I go for the big smash burger. Comes with fries, either soup, salad, or chips. I don't do the chips because I get the chips free with my rewards. So
did you bring the fry back for Buster at least? Give him a little treat?
No.
Good job.
No. So, all right. So we got Bogarts on second base. Jake Cronenworth is up. He's 1 for 3 tonight. This is a big game. Again,
get it down to 2. San Diego, when they come to the ballpark, could be in first place. Because Toronto goes to LA.
Oh my.
The Blue Jays. Who, by the way, I don't know if you saw, they just went to Colorado.
Oh, he's bunting, and it's low. Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Did you hear about the series in Colorado?
20-1 today.
They scored 58 runs, 75 hits or something.
Oh, my gosh. 25 or 6 to 4.
That's Chicago.
Here comes the bunt. He pulls the back. It's called strike, though. Okay. All right. That's my Chicago a little bit. All right. So 1-1. Lefty on lefty. Cronenworth squares the bunt. He gets it down. Perfect bunt to third. He's going to throw to first. He throws it wild, but he got him. Oh, my goodness. That was close.
How did he throw it wild but get him? So that first baseman made an incredible play.
Yeah, he reached out. Are they gonna review it? No. Mike Schultz says, look, here it is. Oh,
play on.
He threw it to the
Melvin. It's about all he said.
Let's see if I can see it again. Oh, here it is. It looked like it was going down the line, and he reached and was able to keep his foot on the bag. So, all right. Up to bat is Iglesias. Squeeze! Oh, safety squeeze. Oh, I get a little excited. I'm sorry. I'm trying to do two things at once here. I'm trying to get the standings up here so we can see what the standings look like. All right. Are we going to get a safety
you haven't done the
squeeze
behind
again?
you
Small
haven't
ball?
done the hits. You haven't done the hats behind you in a while.
All right. It's 1-0. Bacchus Wines got a herky-jerky delivery, and the ball's outside. Fake throw down to third. Bogart dives back in. Too bad if it's a Giants runner, he's picked off. Okay. So there it is. 2-0. Hitter's pitch. Throws low, down and away. 3-0 to the 8th place hitter.
Yeah, Furman, the catcher, he's 2 for 3
Iglesias,
tonight.
who played with the Mets last year. Remember the We Believe? Wasn't he the We Believe guy? Or something like that. Here's the 3-0 pitch. Strike right down the middle. That's a pitch, man. That's the best pitch you're gonna see in the sequence. I don't know. 3-0, you just want to make contact. Man, you're gonna drive it, get it in the air or something. Okay, here comes the set. 3-1 pitch. Fouled away to the right side, out of play, 3-2. Okay. I got to play something for you guys. This was hilarious. There was a guy see if I can find it. I'll play it for you. Play-by-play of the Mets the other night. Okay, here's the 3-2 pitch. Drived into right field. It's a base hit. The Padres take the lead 3-2 in the top of the 9th. Look at that. Iglesias just goes with the pitch, doesn't try and pull it. 2 strikes. That's the kind of guy that did well in the playoffs last year, the type of guy the Giants need on their team.
That's why San Diego picked him up.
Why do we not have guys like that on our team? Why do we not have guys that can just hit the ball? All right. So I'm giving you a little play-by-play here. Let me see if I can find this. Did I send it to you today, Lou? Who did I send it to? Maybe I sent it to
I was all worried all night because the Little League World Series, NorCal was getting killed.
Oh, where was it?
Oh, yeah. See that? Yeah, Dieter on KNBR. How impressed he was with Cost. They said the same thing on the TV broadcast, these idiots.
I thought I sent it. Maybe I sent it to myself for later.
Well, why don't you ask him, see if he got it? If you send it to yourself, ask yourself. All right, I guess.
See if I can find it. There's a Mets guy that he's like on a podcast and he's doing play-by-play, and Devin Williams gives up a homer.
Williams mean for the Yankees.
It made me think, imagine if this was live radio and a team broadcast did this.
You're talking about Williams for the Yankees. Well, he blew the save.
Guys, give
2
us your
straight times.
thoughts as I look for this. Speak to the Giants. Where are we going forward? Can this team get back into it? Is this the most critical 9-game homestand of the season? I think it is. What do you guys think?
It's critical, but the Giants haven't won at home in 2 weeks.
Don't all speak at once.
July 23rd was their last win. So
0-8.
Yes, they just won the series.
Muted. That's why I'm not hearing you.
Can you hear me now?
We've been talking to you, Dan. We spoke.
Or
to
did
you
I
a couple
lose?
Things.
Did my mic go out?
No, we can hear you.
You hear
I don't
each
know if
other
you can
talk?
hear us.
We hear you.
Dallas?
Yeah,
We
hear
can hear you.
Okay.
Like we were telling you,
can't hear
it's
you.
the Yankees
Okay.
broadcast.
My
Williams
mic-
pitches for the
my
Yankees, not the Mets.
Sound went out.
Okay.
All right, let me plug in here.
Oh, he was listening to his the game.
Okay, let me see if
And
I hear you now.
You were listening to the game, and it took away
You
your
guys hear me?
headphone. Yes.
Yes.
I can't hear you. What the heck happened? I'm going to sign off, come back in, see if that
No
works.
problem. We'll do it.
Anyway, So yeah, they just won 2 games, but it was Webb and Ray, and those are the games that you generally win. But the pitching is suspect right now. Without Roop, you got a lot of unproven guys and guys that are you're just not confident in. So it really is, the pitching is going to have to step up. And,
Dallas,
maybe,
did you like? Sorry, did you like that?
Go ahead.
I don't think they should pitch KWT on Friday night.
I don't think they should either. I think they got to find somebody else.
Yeah. Someone in the chat said maybe Mason Black might be coming up.
Yeah,
So,
I mean, could be.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not. That would be a change of pace, something different.
But you
come
got
right
tomorrow
back.
off anyway. You know what I mean? You got tomorrow off anyway, so it'd still be the amount of same days. I think it's
But
important.
they haven't been advancing guys, to ahead of the built-in rest days.
Yeah. That's just me. I think it's important that you got to win these 3 games. I mean, you got 9 games. While we're here, I know we spoke about this before, the schedule, but I'm just going to bring this up because look what happens. You have 9 games, 3 against the Padres. You're going to be tough. Tampa Bay at least has a decent pitching and decent offense, so they're gonna be tough. But then you go on the road. You come back. You go to San Diego for 4, then you go to Milwaukee for 3, then you come back for the Cubs for 3. That's going to be tough. 10 games in a row. You're just hoping you can maybe be 500. That's why you got to take advantage. But when you've lost 8 straight at home, if they lose Friday, that's 9 straight games. I can't remember them losing 9 games at home in the last couple of years. Not bad. I mean, can you remember them losing that many?
Well, they haven't lost 2 straight series before, in 100 years or whatever. So it hasn't happened, which surprises me. You think, there's been some pretty bad teams over the last 100 years. You think that they would have strung together some losses at home at some point, but apparently not. Yeah, I mean, they need to figure out a way to translate the offense that they've been getting on the road to home at Oracle. And if that's adjusting their approach, if it's, they're hitting home runs on the road, but they're not, those will get caught at home. So I don't know if they have to.
And you got to remember the guy that's hit 2 in the last, 2 games is now done basically for the season. Encarnacion.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
And,
So,
I mean, who knows without Encarnacion if they even win those 2 games?
Yeah.
I mean, he kind of provided the spark in both those games. It was the first run in both the games, right?
Yeah. To give him the lead.
He got the offense going both games. So anyway, it's good that he was able to contribute to the team this year, even if it was for a very short stint, but other people are going to have to step up.
And then I'm just reading Wilson 2112. Eldridge tonight had the golden sombrero, huh? 4 strikeouts tonight.
Yeah, I didn't hear that, but
yeah. So, we've been praising him about, he keeps hitting homers. Is he just do you think Eldridge is just a home run? He's almost like Dave Kingman. I mean, he struck out 4 times tonight, Eldridge, but he hit 2 homers the day before. I need a player that's going to hit me gappers, doubles, triples. Dan, I don't know if you saw that, but Wilson 2112 said Eldridge tonight, the golden sombrero, 4 strikeouts.
Oh, yeah, he's going to do that. He's going to do that a lot. He reminds me of a guy that, coming home with the throw. Is he safe or out of the plate? Out of the plate. Infield was in. Arias.
Okay, they're still batting, huh?
Yeah, still batting. Second and third now. First and third, 2 out. It was a second, third contact play was on, grounded right to third. Easy throw to the plate. He's out by 10 feet. Yeah. What was I saying? Oh, he kind of reminds me a little bit. Eldridge has a little bit of Riley Green in him. Riley Green's a power hitter for the Tigers, but he strikes out. He's feast or famine.
Yeah. I was saying like Dave Kingman. I mean, I've never heard somebody hit 2 homers one night and the next night 4 strikeouts. Remember, Dave was they bought him up and he was just Titanic King Kong. But,
Marcus Tanner says, who do you think comes up to replace Encarnacion? Well, I wouldn't be surprised if they made two moves on this. If they brought up Gilbert and Matos or Gilbert and Luciano and sent down McRae. Because
Mr. K?
they want a lefty, but he's not the answer. Gilbert is more of a contact guy. Okay, there's an easy fly ball to right field. That'll end the inning, and the D-backs come up with a 3-2 lead. Is it going to be Suarez or is it going to be Mason Miller?
Yeah, has Miller been closing for them? I think he's been more of the 7th or 8th guy. You remember last night he gave up the 2-run shot?
Yeah. He gave up the 2-run shot tonight. So we'll see. See where this goes. I don't know if they call up Gilbert and have McRae in the lineup at the same time. That's why I think it could be Luciano or Matos. I think Matos, or I should say Luciano, gives you the most duplicate of somebody like an Encarnacion, a guy that has some power, if that's what you're looking for. Power guy with not much average. I don't know. We'll see. But Encarnacion is definitely going on the IL. And no, Matos doesn't have to stay in as long as he can come up if it's for an injured player, Marcus. So, yeah, he's got to stay down there for 10 days unless he's coming up to replace an injured player. Sue says, what's the story on Encarnacion? Is he going to the IL? I would bet the mortgage on it. I feel pretty strongly about that.
Bad.
Yeah, unless he goes to a faith healing service overnight and he gets slain in the spirit or something like that. I don't think we'll see Encarnacion until September, if at all.
He has an MRI tomorrow, so we'll find out.
Yeah, they've got time to make that
because they don't need to do anything
it's an
until
off
Friday
day.
morning. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Uh-oh.
it
that
is
the
Mason
Valkyrie?
Miller.
Oh, it is Mason, huh?
Yeah. What were you going to
He was
say?
No, I thought you were getting a live report for your favorite sport since it's a big game tonight at Chase Center. Your
Who's
Valkyries are losing 78-70 after losing by 38 at Vegas.
Ah, is
What do you
is
get, live? Yeah.
I'm trying to think of something. Do we have any paraphernalia on the court tonight at
No.
Chase? Any green?
That was in New
paraphernalia?
York, the paraphernalia. I think people are sort of pissed too, is they're not really talking about it. I don't know if you saw the
Oh,
the news
Gurriel's
today.
pitch up again. 0-2. He struck him out. He didn't give him the fastball. He threw off speed pitches to him, and Gurriel went down in 3 pitches.
So
after
Dan, I
last
don't know if you
night
saw the
hitting
news
104.
today. ESPN bought 10% of the NFL. Did you happen
I
to see that?
did see that. They're going to have the NFL network now, aren't they?
Yeah. So, but with this happening now, there might not be a red zone anymore.
Oh, come on.
Hey, I'm just telling you. So, the NFL needs, ESPN needs to do something because nobody's watching Sports Center anymore. Nobody watches them. Nobody watches the WNBA that they're doing. Nobody's watching
Nobody watches
anything. The only thing that people watch is the Ocho, and they don't have that on enough. And they need to do something, Of course,
People will
what are you gonna
revolt
do?
if there's no red zone.
That's one of the
green-
greatest inventions in the last five years.
NorCal
10
Sports
years.
Talk
Yeah, go
Live. At NorCal Sports Talk. Okay. The green dildos will continue until morale improves.
Hey, Pay us what we owe. 2 outs.
Oh, yeah.
2 outs. God, the Padres are going to be 2 out. 1 strike away of being 2 out of the Dodgers. And the Dodgers played Toronto. And who did San Diego play before they come to us? Let's take a look at the live.
ESPN they're saying
they played Boston
Marcus says the Red. He's throwing all off-speed pitches right now, Miller. He did throw 1 fastball, the last guy. Red Zone is part of the ESPN deal with NFL, Marcus Tanner says. And Sue, you are right. It has become a political show, and it's like why they're losing viewership.
Yep.
Nobody wants to hear. I mean, we go to sports. We want to hear sports, okay?
All right. Yeah, Mad Dog said they're not sure about the Red Zone. That's why I brought it up. If you know better than me, I'm sorry. I'm just going by what the Mad Dog on Sirius Radio talked about, saying, people are concerned. And then they tried to reach the guy that does it, and he said he couldn't comment on it, which, the guy who's pretty good,
go
8
woke,
hours of
go woke, go broke. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't,
8 hours of commercial-free football starts now.
You can't make political commentary on your station, especially I've seen guys do it with podcasts. I mean, guys get on and they have a big crowd, and you start ripping on one side, you're losing half your audience.
The other side, yeah.
Come on, use your noggin. Struck him out swinging to. No. Oh, check this out, guys. It's a 3-1 pitch. Watch this. Watch the batter. And he walks away. He thought he was out. And he goes, "Oh, I still got 1 strike left."
Yeah, I think they're going to move Miller because, when you're Miller, you come in for the 9th, you're a fireballer, you want to get the save. Coming in the 7th and 8th, it's just a different type of game.
Okay, here's the 3-2 pitch, 2 out,
So
nobody on.
there's a chance.
I think he comes in with a fastball. High, 102, he walked him. Oh, boy. Does he give up a 2-run bomb again? And, would that be just back-to-back nights? Del, who's coming up? A pinch hitter. Del Castillo. Is this like, he has his name like Del Taco. Del and then Castillo. Adrian Del Castillo. Is this guy new? I haven't heard of this guy.
I don't know.
Dynamite Drums
George,
says,
I'm telling you again, if you listen to me, I was telling you on Mad Dog Radio, on Sirius Radio. See, out here in San Francisco, the Red Zone is not part of the NFL Network. You got to have the NFL Network, and then you got to have the Red Zone. It's 2 different channels out in the Bay Area, okay? And the guys on Sirius Radio bought this up and said they're not sure if the Red Zone is included. They can own the NFL Network, but the NFL Network is not the Red Zone. They're 2 different entities. So I'm just telling you, it wasn't me.
Well,
all I'm telling
Sunday
you,
Ticket, right? They're like all different things.
Yeah, all different things. So I'm just telling you, I'm telling you what Sirius Radio, the Mad Dog Radio, who I think might know a little bit more than all of us combined, and they tried to get a hold of the guy who does the broadcast, and he said he couldn't comment on it. So I'm just telling you what it is. It's still, we still have time.
Ooh, strike 2. Mason Miller has thrown 2 off-speed breaking balls.
2 sliders,
right down the middle. 0-2 at 90. Now we're getting here. He's looking in for the 0-2 pitch. Does he throw one inside and high? Let's see what he does. Up and in. It struck him out.
Strike
right
3.
over. Threw it up high. Yep, but it wasn't in.
Right.
It was up and right over the heart of the plate, but struck him out. Padres win. They're 2 games behind the Dodgers. They remain 6 up on the Giants. The Giants are what? 8 out of behind the Dodgers. And we got a
Come on, Diamondbacks.
Yeah.
Glad I'm not a Diamondbacks fan.
Yeah. Dynamite. Speaking of Diamondbacks, Dynamite's Drums says, happy to have Dallas more. Great addition. Yeah. Well, we got Dallas. We had to, it was a battle between a couple of networks, and We outbid them.
That's right. Tough
Simple as that.
negotiation, but happy to be here.
Simple as that. Yeah. We've got we got more talent maybe on the way. Anybody wants to join the talent what's up? Brigade. Let me get that out. The talent brigade. You just send in an audition tape and to NorCal Sports Network at Gmail. Send us your tape, and we'll have our staff review it. HR will reach out to you, and if we think you can be a broadcaster on YouTube, then we might just get you in line, hooked up.
Hey, Dan, you know, one of the things,
recording his audition right now.
Yeah, I tell you, one of the things I've noticed the last week watching highlights is like Seattle right now is like how San Diego was last year. Every game is sold out. They're going crazy for everything. San Diego is going to be crazy. Oracle Park this weekend, and when San Diego comes, has to be crazy. You know, we talked about how bad it was today with Pittsburgh, nobody there. This ballpark's got to be filled to capacity. The place has to erupt. You know, it's no good when Seattle it's like a frenzy. The Dodgers, we already know they're crowded. The Padres, it's frenzy. And then you come to our place, you know, it's got to be craziness. That's all.
What do you guys think if the Giants rattle off 7 of 9 on this homestand and they go, they would be 6 over 500 at the end of the homestand. What are they now? 58 and 57?
Yep.
They would be 65 and 59 at the end of the homestand if they go 7-2. And if they do that, they will pull themselves within 3 minimum of the wild card. Maybe 1 or 2 it could happen.
Yeah, but Dan, you got to remember there's 5 teams ahead of us.
Not now.
Some of them.
Not
Take
now.
a look at the wild card standings. Cincinnati.
It's only Cincinnati.
2-3 at Chicago.
It's only Cincinnati and the Mets. If I'm not mistaken, let me pull it back up.
Oh, my
standings, wild card. Here we go. We'll be with this, and I got buttons to. Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Oh, St. Louis
Cincinnati
behind us. Okay.
Cincinnati and the Mets. So if you could win 7 of 9, I want to ask you guys this question. If they win 7 of 9, which, look, wouldn't shock me because this team does this. It looks like they're dead to right and totally left for, out at sea without a raft. And why am I not getting this to? Oh, stop screen. There we go. So what do you guys make if the Giants do pull off a 7-2 record? And look at that. Oh, look at that. We're going to get to the nose hairs here now. Hey, my new groomie arrived yesterday. Look, take a look at that melon. That's the first time I've actually I
know where SVP is tonight.
I just took the whole thing and I just perfect.
Dallas, I'm going to let you comment, but what I want to say is if the 2 losses were against San Diego, it might not help. I think it's really crucial. We can't go 1-2 against the Padres because they're the people we're going after. So even if we play great on the other ends, we would still lose to a game of them at least. So I think it's who we lose to out of the 9 games. Go ahead, Dallas. What do you think?
So I'm far gone. Look at that.
Just in general, when you're this, you have to just win. Just not worry about the standings. Just play your game, win your games, and then in a couple weeks, then you can start, zeroing in and nitpicking on things because you never know what's going to happen. The Mets are 2 of they won 2 of their last 10. They're just in a landslide. And hopefully the San Diego might go through that. But
wasn't it Chicago that fell apart last year?
Was it the
That's-
Cubs? Well, did you see what happened
Yeah.
to the Mets today? They were no hit until they had 2 outs in the ninth. The guy for Cleveland had a no. And Soto hit one all the way to the center field wall. The guy jumped and just went over his glove, or it would have been a no-hitter. That's
Oh
how
my
bad
gosh.
they're gotten. Yeah.
Wow. Well, so let me ask you this. If for some crazy reason they get to September and they're within real striking distance, 1 to 2 games, do you say, dang, why didn't Buster at least get another pitcher? Or maybe he can go on the free agent market, as guys will be on waivers this month, and maybe they were able to claim somebody.
You can claim, but they can't play in the playoffs, right? Isn't that how
No,
it
they
works?
can play as long as they're here before September 1st. You can play in the playoffs.
Okay.
Yeah.
But we
You
also
just
would have
see
to
who's
beat other
available,
people ahead
and
of us.
You can put
Yeah.
a claim in and maybe grab somebody like Cody Ross was one of those pickups, right?
Right. I would be happy to see Cody on the mound.
He could do anything.
I don't know. We'll see. This team is going to literally, they won today, and I was ready to come on here tonight and say, look, they couldn't even get but 2 hits today, and they're back. I mean, even though they pulled it off and they did it in pretty good fashion in the 8th, they tied it in the 9th, they won it. If they didn't get off the ground and get this thing done today, we're not having any good feelings right now, because you're like, you lost to the Pirates and didn't get any hits. You scored one run again.
Well,
I mean,
Dan in Dallas, I think my big problem with the Giants right now, yeah, we only had 2 hits, but here's the problem. Where are the big bats coming through? You know, Dominic was the big pinch hit, got the big hit. Lee and Bailey. These aren't, when you have your big 4 and they're not coming through, that's a problem. Yeah, they're all excited because you guys are both wearing the same hats again. We're talking about something critical here where the Giants still have a problem against lefties and none of the big bats are coming through. That's just me.
Giants went 3-13. Yeah. All right.
It comes down to the pitching. I mean, they have 2 pitchers that you can count on, and Verlander the last 4 starts has been pretty good, right?
He might have been our best.
I mean,
98.3 the other night. Wow. All right. We're gonna close with this. I'm giving you guys. I am over Buster Posey. I am Johnson. What's his first name? Greg. I'm Greg Johnson. I say, all right, we got 47 games to play. I'm giving you the keys. What do you want to do? The trade deadline's over. Give me the lineup, what you would have, and how are you going to handle your rotation going forward? 47 games. Let me hear it, Dallas.
all right. So, I mean, we know who's playing most of these positions, but right field.
But you get to do whatever you want. You do whatever you want.
I think that if you're going for it, you're going to have to play whoever's hot, I guess. I mean, maybe you do try to pick up some right fielder or something on the waiver wire, but I don't know. You're kind of stuck here. You're past the trade deadline. You have who you have, and they're going to have to step up and win if they're going to make the playoffs. You sold at the deadline, so you weakened your bullpen. Other guys are going to have to step up, but that's not helping you. Wisenhunt has looked good, so you got to ride him. You got to hope Roop comes back, ride him. You have to hope Verlander, his streak continues. So there's a lot of ifs. There's a lot of hopes. But yeah, if things come together, then great. But there's not a whole lot of moving you can do at this point. You got to let them sink or swim.
Okay. Lou, what are you doing? You got
yeah, well, I'm gonna tell, hey Bob, take a seat. I'm telling you what to do. You're gonna change the lineup, and you're gonna do it the same every single time. You know, I don't care if it's a lefty or righty. I'm gonna batting first because I like his contact and his speed, Koss. And then I'm gonna move everybody else down. So I'm gonna do Koss, Ramos, Devers third, Adames fourth, Schmidt fifth, move Chapman to sixth, have Lee seventh. Who am I missing? Oh, Bailey eighth, and then who would be ninth? Yeah, I don't know who our right fielder is going to be with our Kinesione now out. Who would be a right fielder?
anybody you
It'll
want,
be-
Lou.
Matos or
trying to-
McRae.
All right, I'll do Matos, batting him ninth, and then hopefully it can flip over. But you got to do something. The other thing, I talked to the team, got to get back to the running game. If you get Koss on, run him. Got to start doing hit and runs. You got to do what's unexpected of the Giants. And for the pitching, I think you give it the next 16 games. And if the Giants don't do anything better than 10-6, you're waving the flag, and you're going to play youth, and you're looking forward to 2016.
So last 30 games, you're going to wave
Yep.
the right. If you're,
Yep.
I would look at it more like instead of
You got to
10,
at least go
I
10
would
and
look at
6.
it. Where are we at? Are we within with 30 games to go? Are we within 4 or 5 games? And how many? And if we only have one team to climb over versus 3, I might be 5 games, because if it's, say, the
Because
Padres,
if they go 500, that means they've lost maybe some of the games to the Padres.
sure.
And I know they're going to have a tough time in Milwaukee. They're going to have to climb too many teams. They might be 7 back. I'm trying to be realistic.
You guys ready
Yeah,
for me?
but
You guys
this-
ready for my deal?
yeah,
Okay.
sure.
You left somebody out that I would not have left out of the lineup, and I would have him in there as often as I could, especially against righties. I'd have Dom Smith in there. I'm playing Dom Smith as much as I can at first base, because you need defense. And I'm sorry, Devers, you're going to have to just work on that in the offseason. This is, if I'm going for it, my lineup is going to be Ramos has been doing good in the leadoff spot lately. He's really picked up hitting. So I'm going Ramos 1. Lee is going to bat second for me, and I'm going to start doing some hit and run. I'm going to start moving guys, and Lee's going to put it in play. Number 3, I am going to bat. This is where it gets tricky. And I hesitate. I'm going to scratch that. I'm going to go Lee 1. Lee's going to bat 1. I'm going to bat Matt Chapman in the second hole if he gets hot. If he's not, I'm going to bat him in the 2nd or 7th, and I'm going to put Adames second. 3rd, I'm going Devers. 4th, I'm going Ramos. 5th, I'm going Dom Smith. 6th, I'm going Casey Schmidt. 7, I'm going to go. I guess I'm going to go Chapman there. Who's ever hot, I want Devers in the 3 spots. The hottest guys between Adames and Chapman is batting 2nd. The other guy's batting 7th if they're not. And 8th, I'll go with who have I left out? Who have I left out?
So
Right field.
Casey and Koss
I
are
got-
still are playing together.
I don't have Costs in the lineup.
Okay.
I don't have Costs in the lineup. 8th, I'll go with right field, and I will put. In fact, I'll put Bailey 8th, and Matos or Luciano 9th. I don't want to see McRae in there. I'm sorry. I just don't want to see too many more Ks. I guess I'll go with Matos, give him a shot. So Matos will bat 9th. He'll bat in front of Lee. He should see some good pitches, hopefully. And that's how I'm going to do it. And my wild card is I am going to put Devers. Dom Smith is going to be the odd man out at times. If Eldridge comes up and we got a good right-hander, I may put Eldridge at first and or Devers in the other DHs. If they bring up Eldridge sometime in the last 40 games or so to keep his rookie status. So that's Casey is not injured. He played today. Johnny, he played well as far as in the field. Played some first base today, and then he moved to second when they pinch hit for who'd they pinch hit? Koss. Yeah, Koss was playing second. Dom Smith pinch hit for him, so they moved Smith into first and then Schmidt at second. And then Casey made a nice catch. I heard it on the radio because at that time I had to leave. Sounded like a nice catch. Was it? Where he went into the outfield or was it just routine and he was the only one that could get to it?
I just heard it on the radio, but it sounded good.
Yeah. They made it sound like it was like nobody else could get to it but him. So Casey was back. He didn't get a hit today, I don't think, but he did. He struck out once with the man on second. And then in that 8th inning, after Chapman hit the sac fly, Casey hit one to the right center field warning track, which was a nice drive. Hit it nice and hard, but I guess it was up in the air a little too long. They were able to get to it. Somebody said great play. Was it a great play? It said, Lou, did you see the final?
I was driving when that happened.
Okay, so we were all driving. Nobody saw it. None of the panel here saw the play. We were all listening to it. But what was great about it, Jay? I guess, I don't know. Was it a running catch or something like that? I don't know. I think the announcers made it sound like he was looking right into the sun and that, anyway. But let us know in the comments. We're going to get out of here, guys. We're going to take off the day off tomorrow. Friday night, we will be back at about 10 o'clock. Giants have their Friday night 7:15 start time, I believe. Let's double check. It is 7:15. So we'll see how that goes. So probably about 10 o'clock Friday night. And then Saturday is a day game. And and then Sunday, of course, a day game. So we will be back every night. So for Lou and Dallas, we thank you for being here, NorCal Sports. Make sure you guys do hit that like and subscribe button. If you're not already subscribed, like it. When you like this video, it gets put out to more people and it helps the channel grow, brings in more Giants fans from all over the country. So we got people from watching us from other parts of the, we got people in the UK. We got people from the Philippines. We got in Atlanta.
Fresno, it's Stockton.
Yeah. So hit that.
We're
like
more
button.
powerful than KNBR right now.
Yeah, I think you guys are right. Johnny, I agree with you. I also forgot to bring up Drew Gilbert. I wouldn't mind seeing Drew Gilbert. Again, I would send, what's his name? McKay. And I'd say, look, Grant, You want to play ball in the big leagues, you can't strike out over 25% in the AAA. Okay. You're a big league. If you want to be a big league outfielder, you can't strike out over 30% in AAA, because what we know right now, that's translated to 57% in the majors. That is not going to cut it. You can't have a guy come up and rely on him in the clutch, and he's the only guy left, and you can't pinch hit, and you're like, oh, great, we got this guy up, and he's a K artist. So I would send him down, bring up Drew Gilbert, and we'll go from there. There's the band. There we are. They're 58 and 57 on the year. And hey, it would be fun. I'm not jumping on the bandwagon right now. Okay. I'm not. I don't think they're going to make the playoffs. I've been very clear about that. I think it's a long, long shot, but it would be fun if they made a run. You guys remember the 1998 season? I think it was. They were down. They were behind the Cubs like 5 back with 6 to go, and they caught them and they tied them for a wild card playoff game.
We lost
They were
one game.
in the last week. They were 5 back, and they tied it. So crazy things can happen in baseball.
That's right.
That's why they play the games.
Every game counts.
Yeah. But I'm not jumping on the bandwagon. I'm just here to tell you it ain't over until the fat lady sings, right? Maybe we should get a fat lady to come sing. We could do that. Let me see if I can work on that.
Good use of your time.
Oh, yeah. Clean shaven. Keep the mug on. Keep the hat on. All right, guys. Have a great night. We'll see you Friday night. Go Giants.